I'm Bobby Spear.
And I'm Lauren Edwards, and we're the sisters and makers of art, cloth, and craft here in Jamestown.
So we started out at Jamestown Public Market and other pop-ups and craft shows. And I guess we just thought we'd share some of our experiences, good and bad, with you, and different things to kind of help give everyone a little bit more of a jump start.
Yeah, some little tips that might help other vendors that are starting out that, might need a little more encouragement or just know where to start.
Yeah. I think one of the biggest things we learned is to be patient and not rush anything. How we started was just better. We tried to push it. There were different times where we just wanted, okay, let's get some funding, or let's, just kind of go all in and just do it. And just the harder we pushed, it just didn't seem like things were clicking in the right way. And we're like, let's just go about this organically, get out there and meet the people. That was one of the best things about just getting out in Jamestown, meeting the community, seeing what people liked, what they didn't like, what worked for us. It gave us a lot of opportunities to sample products, sample packaging, what would work, what didn't. If this weight of paper is too flimsy, okay, let's step it up a little bit, because we also try to be environmentally conscious, so these little minor details are important to us, but it gave us a lot of opportunities for those type of things.
And then, just meeting the community, seeing what kind of need there is in the community, especially when you live in a small area. And just to build that connection with people, to be there and to have people familiar with your brand and your logo. And so each time, people might not always remember art, cloth, and craft, but, if they call us art cloth, or they at least remember the packaging, our faces. We try to put ourselves out there and be friendly and helpful and, build a trust with our customers and let them know that we're here and that we're happy to help.
I think it was probably actually just kind of, honestly, just the organic evolution of our first show, knowing what happened, just what type of things we needed to bring. I had my own business that was handmade jewelry and some goods like that, and then Lauren had kind of a t-shirt type business and some vinyl and different things like that. So we decided, first and foremost, we loved working together, and that that was a huge part of it for us. Like, we fed on each other's energy. It was really important that we wanted to do this together. Also, from just a logistics standpoint, it's a lot of work to do everything on your own. And it just didn't make sense if we had kind of the same vision, the same products, the same type of things that we wanted to do in the future. We would get a chance to talk about these things and do planning while we were in market research and these things, while we were setting up at little tent shows and events. And so just kind of working through that process while also getting ourselves out there and testing products really seemed to work for us. And I would say that one of the biggest things that, why we changed our name is just, instead of being two separate entities, we decided to form into one entity, and we wanted to encompass everything we wanted to do in the future. I mean, we did have tentative goals and different products, like I said, that we wanted to make. So we tried just to, sometimes even we veer off a little bit or get something that's a little bit out there, and they're like, oh wait, is this true to who we are? Is this what we want to do? So we do have some different products that, like the clothing and different things, but we try to get as many like USA made brands we can, eco-friendly like bamboo collection that we've introduced. And it's more challenging for some of the things like that. But as far as representing local artists and makers, that was something we absolutely wanted to do, because that was very important to us. And we're both artists and obviously makers, and we even have more to come. It's been kind of it's a lot to set up. I would say grit and perseverance. And not giving up, even if there are times. I mean, there was a time where we just didn't do anything for months, and we didn't give up. We still wanted to do it. It's just life happens. We both have two young kids, and just being patient with ourselves and knowing the right time.
Well, and to be practical too.
Yeah.
You know, to know what you're actually capable of without stressing yourselves
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
You know, so.
yeah. And I would say also one of the greatest parts too of just kind of getting out there in Jamestown are all the awesome people we met.
Yeah.
I mean, every single person from, our friends, John Bell, who's on there, and Joe had saying, hey, come up and rent this space with us. Let's do this, and then Frank Bessie kind of helping us and guiding us along the way and helping us out, getting us more involved in meeting different people. Linnea at the market has been amazing. And just those different connections we have found are so valuable. Even if, we didn't get this tidbit information we needed, we learned so many other things additionally. And they introduced us to wonderful people. So I think just getting out there and meeting the people in the community that are trying to make this a really even better place to live and are really interested in Jamestown has been awesome to us. Like, we really felt like we have developed a great sense of community.
Yeah.
So we really love it.
Yeah. Well, probably that we were able to test, like we said, test our products, see what works, see what we would want to change up.
Yeah.
Buying in small batches at first of, the paper products, like we said, because we hate to waste if we don't have to. So try a label if it doesn't work, or a wrapper.
Or a certain size, item, rather than having to purchase 1,000 at a time.
Yeah.
What the quantities we were doing to start, it was attainable, it was doable, and we got to test all these different things. Just like I said, even the size and the weight of the paper, but it sounds so silly, but just those little things, it's a lot. It's a lot to work through. Different graphics, people, if people say, oh, kind of what's that, or, if it seems not clear, then we can kind of go back and do some editing, do some revising, and just do something that works better. So without being fully committed to a huge place, huge quantities, everything like that.
Yeah.
So
Gives you the room to try it out, experiment, and see. Yeah.
Well, and also too, we were doing some different things and making different products that we realized these things we don't enjoy making.
Yeah.
We don't enjoy it. I mean, maybe the customers liked it, but it just took us way too long. Or if it wasn't profitable for us, it ended up being something we were kind of getting away. It helped us with costing and knowing what we need to charge to be sustainable, because it's well and fine to price your stuff to sell, but it's important that you make a living at it, otherwise you're just going to go out of business.
Yeah.
So it was really good to be able to test what people were responding to, what they were okay with spending, and what we felt comfortable with, because we truly don't want to mark stuff up to a crazy high price point like some other boutiques in larger areas. We want it to be something that people can purchase here. So we try to have a variety of prices as well, price points, so that a teen can come in and buy something pretty for $20, or an art collector coming in and finding something for their walls for $1,000. So we really try to, but still staying in our lane, still making sure the quality is there, that it's interesting and relevant to us as a brand. But it was really great to be able to test those price points and then realize, okay, actually we're not making anything on this. We can't do this. So,
well, you invest so much of your time. Small businesses, you're always doing something, whether it's marketing or putting up product, making the products. You want to make sure you're actually getting paid for that time, and not underappreciating what you're doing, because then you don't like to do it.
Yeah. If you're not, we absolutely love the community response. We love, even if people just come in to browse, if they just come and look at the art on the walls and read the descriptions, we're absolutely happy with that. Or just, admire, that's fantastic. But, at the end of the day, we have to make a living. Yeah. So, but we love everyone to come in and just see what we're about, and
That's perfect.